a windy night. I hope you can hear me all right. Yep, I've got my microphone and the dongle firmly attached to it. God, it's absolutely awful here tonight. Really it is. We've got an easterly wind blowing in from the sea. And it really is awful. I'm well wrapped up. Toby's wrapped up, but it's still cold. But we're quite hard battle hardened, me and Tobes. So we will persevere. When we get off the cliff it might be a little bit better. It's not as bad as it were last night when I had to cut everything short. Toby decided he wasn't going to stay out, didn't want to get rained on. Yeah, enough of me. There he is, little fella. Tail up. Mind you, we asked for that shelter like there was no tomorrow when it started raining. What it was super cool rain. It wasn't hailstone, but as soon as it touches the surface, it freezes. It's water at below 0 degrees centigrade. As soon as it hits the ground, it freezes. Or if it hits you, it freezes on your face. Our trusted bus shelter while it stopped. Hopefully we won't get a repeat of that, at least not until I get home at any rate. I hope you can hear me. See, I've got my microphone in. See over there, it's raining. Here, right now, it's clear. Just gorgeous, isn't it? Stay like this for the rest of my walk, I will be well happy. No worry, Dave. No worry. Because of a storm, I'm about 5 minutes late. Me and Toby made our way to that trusted bus shelter. forgot that I should have to do something with that later on. Well, today went to Coast Watch. We had a really good day. I was learning how to block courses and things at sea. Make out of this bloke's coming towards me. I hope people could still hear me. The wind is absolutely terrific. Well, I've got my microphone in and I've got the dongle at the bottom of the phone, but I should still imagine it's going to be hard to hear me. The wind is really coming in really strong. I were in 2 minds whether to go to Hull after my session at Coast Watch, because I do need some more footage of Hessel Road, some of the pubs and stuff like that. And another thing I need to do, we've got like a museum dedicated to fishing, trawlermen and things like that. I really need to go in there. To gain some more, to get some interviews and things of people who worked on the dock, and the trawlermen who manned the trawlers. Well, it's certainly awful right now. God, Toby. For heaven's sake. That's better. Come on, Toby. well, we've been blown about all over on here. Over the North Cape or something like that. When I was a kid, I told you before, I've told a lot of you about this before, the powers that be stuck me in this boarding school in deepest Sussex. Now, it was never a good experience, it was never a good thing, but in everything good, there was something not quite right. In everything bad, there's always something nice to remember. And this is one of those things. I got friendly with the school cook, a guy called Barry Buckley. He'd previously been a pupil at my school. He was brought up in Wapping, about 15 years older than me, so he was born in the war years, and he remembers the debris, bomb buildings in Wapping. You have to go to Blackford. Now, when he left school, he joined the Merchant Navy. Essentially, he had three choices. He could work in Cotton Lines, sugar people on Cannington and Silvertown, on the Isle of Dogs. You could get a job on the river itself. This is really hard, really. Them days, you were waiting for dead man's shoes. You kind of pass without the sun. Jobs on the river. Perhaps become a dockery, you never know. And thirdly, go up to Mansell Street and sign on and get your ticket. And that's what he did. He signed on in the church, he got his ticket. All over the world, he was telling me about sunbathing on the Copacabana beach in Brazil, sailing under the harbour bridge in Sydney. He also told me about unloading beef and butter at Archangelsk and Murmansk in the north of Russia. And the butter was that hard he could hit it with a pickaxe. Hi Vince. Hi Foxy. How are you? Anyhow, back to the story. Barry was a cook when he was in the Merchant Navy. He loved it. He was a bloody good batsman as well. I was part of Barry's Barmy Army. But the drink got the better of him. And that was part of the problem in the Merchant Navy. And he came back to our school because he was at a loose end. Late 20s, not knowing where to go. And he stayed with us about 12 months, 18 months. And then he went. And I never heard of Barry again. Until about 15 years ago. And it was great to hear from my old friend. We met up in London. By that time, she was very well qualified. Forget what she did now. Unfortunately, Barry died, I think it was 2019. 2017 when Jeremy Corbyn was leader of the Labour Party. And we sort of fell out because I certainly didn't support Jeremy Corbyn. And then just after that, Barry died, and I went to his funeral, which I was really sorry about. But no, but some of the stories he told me about being on a ship and the things he got up to when he came ashore. What are you going to do? I've got Toby to sort out. There he is. He won't go round, he won't step through all that. That was a shelter we took refuge in. I think we've know it from before. But that was where we took refuge. Wow, it's the worst of the storm was over. Now with Barry though, it just shows. He'd seen the best of times, he'd seen the worst of times. Nothing faced him. He became an alcoholic, and he wouldn't have been ashamed to admit that. He dealt with his problem. And totally gave up drinking. And his missus. And the kid they had, it was certainly a chip from the block. He had a lot to be proud of in life. It was a privilege to be his good stories. An archangel on his ship with a hold full of butter or beef. The stories I'll never forget. These years. Oh, fuck's sake, cold, isn't that's an understatement. I'll tell you how cold it was when it's cold now, but how cold it was when it was raining. The rain, it was like super cooled rain. It wasn't ice, but it was rain at below 0 degrees C. What happens is, it's super cool as it's dropping through the air, through the cold wind. So it doesn't turn into ice, it's just liquid at below 0 degrees C. Now as soon as it hits you, it freezes. And when it hits your face, it stings. Really stings. Look it up, if any of you are interested, just Google it. Super cool rain. And that's what we had. It only lasted for about 3, 4, 5 minutes, if that. I mean, it was just normal rain. It's not as cold now as what it was when I first started talking on here 20 minutes. It's still cold, but it's not quite as bad as it was. Holding the phone with my right hand, my hand's cold. Holding the lead with my left hand. Come on, Tobes. And that hand is quite warm. Come on. Hiya, Jack. How are you? Yeah, Foxy, there's tons of wind. Hello? Oh, he's alright. Yeah. Oh, not No. We're not doing this. We don't do that. We don't get leads. No, it's fine. See you again, mate. Toby's saying hello to one of his mates. Well, it's certainly cold round here tonight. 15:41. Now it's still pretty light. Just bear that in mind. 3:41. And we'll see what it's like at 4 o'clock.
Look at you catching tail.
Yeah, I know. Didn't realise it evening. Please tap the screen twice, like, comment, share and subscribe. Toby's coming. The tide's definitely coming in now. Bro. Started at half past 3 rather than 4:45. Going earlier than that as we get closer to Christmas. We'll have to see. But I think 3:15 at the moment is probably the right call. Although I get it that there are people who like to be involved who might not be able to make it, which I'm sorry about. But there's no fun in walking around in the dark with nothing to show you. Hey, this is nice. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. They've come to tell you. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Oh, your garden looks lovely. Oh, oh yeah. I bet it looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, it was. I know it's terrible, isn't it? Take it easy. Be careful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, where's the other one?
Oh, we lost him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so. I know, but you never have them long enough, do you? Oh, so sorry. Yeah, I'm going to say you got them. Never mind. See you later, love. You can't hear me, Foxy. Is that any better? I'll try something else. Hang on. Foxy, is that any better now? Yeah, I've not got my microphone turned off or anything like that. I've got the microphone attached to my collar, and I got one of those furry bits which are supposed to cancel out a lot of the wind noise. I don't know how well that works. I have another microphone in my pocket if that isn't working well. It's very windy, Captain. Very, very windy. Look at the sea. I'll show you how windy it is in a moment. Yeah, Kew Union, yeah. That's exactly where we are. We're at the seaside. We're at a place called Withensea. We're on the North Sea coast. About 20 miles east of Hull in the UK. Now we're a bit built up, most of the wind has gone. That's right, there he is. That's Toby. It is a nice place, it really is. We've lived here now for about 10 years or something like that, and I really enjoy living here. Yeah, there's Toby. I'll give him a treat, I think, because he has earned it. Would you like a treat, Toby? Thought you might. So we're going to get the treats out. He's had some treats. That'll make him a bit happier. Yeah, of course. Yeah, it all depends where you live, doesn't it? Some seaside places are pretty awful, but Withensea's nice. You don't really have any problems here. Most people are pensioners like me. We just want to get by, live our lives. No stress, no hassle, and that's it. And most people here are like that. And as you said, I mean, some inland places can be awful as well, but some can be quite nice. Originally I'm from Manchester, and I love Manchester. It's an amazing city. But would I want to go back there to live? I don't think so. Before I retired, I worked in Manchester, and I lived in West Yorkshire, and we lived in a very small town, a place called Elland. Lovely place to live, but everybody living there were bad-tempered, and everybody was stressed. We were all stressed out of our heads, because it was the same for everybody. 6 o'clock, get out of bed, wash, shave, have a couple of slices of toast. 6:30, walk the dog. 7 o'clock, set off for work. Like to set off at 6:30. I used to get up at 5:30 and set off at 6:30. Well, 6:15 and I've been in work for 7. Because that were a damn sight easier than setting off, say, 7, 8. Well, that's the thing. You get into work, you have stuff to do before you start working. You do your shift, you finish, you get your stuff together, then it's a commute home. You get home, walk the dog, have your tea, and you got stuff to do for work when you get home, aren't you? You've stuff to do then. 8:30, 9 o'clock, you're just powering down. You go to bed at 10 o'clock, and you're up again for 5:30. And everybody is just totally stressed out. Living here though, stressed. What's that? Well, you did well. You did well, Julian. For a while, in the 1960s, be about 1963, 64, 65, we lived at Watershed near Oldham. And then my mum took us to live in London. About that's a totally different story. Yeah, bowling throw. Yeah, you're right in so many ways. You're right. You know, you're absolutely right. It's just one circle, isn't it? Remember, folks, we got here just a little bit further on than this last night, and the rain was that bad. Toby refused to walk anymore, and we had to run over to the amusement place to get some shelter, and we went home. So it's not good tonight, but it's nowhere near as bad as that. Posh? Oh, no, I wouldn't have said that, to be honest. We lived on Tilton Street. You know where the cricket ground is? Where you got Broadbent Road, just at the next street after that. Where we lived weren't posh. We used to have an old-fashioned toilet in the back. You know them brown old-fashioned toilets? The old Tippler toilets. We had one of them. We had a gap under the back door. Hello. Are you alright? I know, it's terrible. And we had a gap, a 6-inch gap. We used to have this bolster thing we used to put there. And we'd all towels in. Get the guy who knocked her up here. Next door neighbour, but he'd knock us up, he'd knock next door up. My mum worked at the Belgrave Mill, weren't she? So he used to knock her up, and she'd get up and she'd get herself ready. And she'd leave the house around about 6:30, 7:15. No, I know, I've not been to Oldham for a while. I think the last time I was in Oldham was in the summer. My nan and my granddad used to live near Heaton Park, you know where Sainsbury's is, just at the back of Sainsbury's. And I decided, for a family reason, I was going to commemorate my long walk. I'm 71, I was 70 at the time, and this was like my 60th anniversary at the time when I left my nan's house in Blakely behind what's now Sainsbury's, and walked all the way towards the shed. I reenacted it. It was absolutely great. Walked through Middleton, Rhodes, Middleton, Mill Hill, Chadderton, Oldham, down Union Street, Huddersfield Road, Ripponden Road, back to where I parked my car at the end of Tilton Street, where my uncle used to park his wagon. And I weren't that impressed with it when I saw it. It's kind of been left behind. A lot of areas in Greater Manchester have had a lot of investment, but Oldham, it just seems to have been left to its own devices. Whether that's the local council, Andy Burnham, the mayor of Greater Manchester, I don't know. That's right. Yeah, I mean, the countryside around Oldham is gorgeous, isn't it? Get onto Saddleworth Moor or something like that. Go up Liffenden Road, past Moorside, get up to Denshaw. The walking country is second to none. I wouldn't have minded moving back. Well, not so much as moving to Oldham, I don't know. But maybe Uppermill. Somewhere like that, Denshaw, I might have thought about it, I don't know. But my old Duchess wanted to live by the seaside. And yeah, now I'm here, I wouldn't really want to live anywhere else. Hello ladies.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you two?
Oh, dear, okay. We'll be even better when we get in.
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it?
It's nasty now. I can't walk that fast because the wind's blowing hard.
Oh, I know. I got hit by that. Well, it weren't hail, it was like that very, very, very cold rain.
Yes.
And I got it. Oh, we were in a, luckily, we were a bus shelter.
Yeah.
I clambered in that, me and him.
I don't blame you.
I mean,
But we've got the grass fields and football the long way round.
oh no.
Don't walk through the wet grass.
Oh well.
Oh, that much. You're getting too short like your doggy. Our little
Well,
legs will get wet.
when we got him, it was a great day, but he's walked that much.
That's a good one.
We wore him away.
Bye.
Bye bye ladies, see you again. Yeah, I went to Watershed into primary school. If we'd have stayed in Oldham, I would have gone to Count Hill, at the top of Barrowshaw. But my mum, in her infinite wisdom, took us to London. And that's a whole different story. London didn't work for me. But that's another story for another time. But really, to be honest, I'd have been quite happy staying in Oldham. I had lots of school friends, and I mean real mates. And we were good kids from good families. Not rich or anything like that. One lad I can remember him to this day, John McNulty. He lived up Barrowshaw. He had a council estate. And his mum and dad were really nice people, and he was really nice. No, I won't move back to Oldham. As I said, Uppermill, probably, I don't know, probably not now, but I would have considered Uppermill. So anywhere in Saddleworth. But to live in Oldham itself, I don't think I'd want to do that. You live on the south coast, that's good. I live on the Yorkshire coast and I'm happy with it. Oh bloody hell, going through this again. Come on. Look, we're going to turn round in a minute. Yeah, no, I agree. You've got it right, I've got it right. really, I wouldn't want to change my life. I really wouldn't. Toby, I wouldn't know. I'm good. Even on a day like this, it's good. It's now 6 minutes past 4. I know this much. At this time last night, it was dark. It was a lot darker than it is now because of the rain clouds. It's getting that way now, but it's all right. I think coming out and going online 15 minutes early is the right thing to do at the moment. Can't do that much with it, but never mind. Look at the good side. After Christmas, the nights will start getting shorter and the day will start getting longer, and we can look forward to spring, the hour forward, and we can have some better walks, and we can expand things again. Yeah, that's it. I've heard, but I've never actually had one. Yeah, Hull's about 45 minutes away. But at the moment, due to all the roadworks, of them closing one of the bridges, it's like an hour. And it can be anything up to 2 hours getting home, especially getting home during peak period. Uranium. Palmer. Now, my mate, Dave, my mate, Terry, who lives at Yarm. He loves Parmo. I've been up there so many times and I've never had it. I am going to have to, next time we go, I'm definitely going to have to get some Parmo. Cloud seeding. Take it, you need rain. You should have been with me 20 minutes ago, no, a bit longer than that now. About an hour ago. Oh my God. We had super cooled rain. That's rain at below freezing. It doesn't turn into snow because it cools, super cools in the atmosphere. So it doesn't form into snow and it doesn't form into ice. It's a super cooled liquid. And when it hits you, it freezes. So it freezes when it hits the ground and it freezes where it hits you and it hurts and it stings your face. I've heard that that Parmo is nice. Now my mate Terry is on my Facebook. If any of you have got me on Facebook, he swears by it. He loves Parmo, and every time I go up there, because we go up there at least once a year. Yeah, we'll go to places like Redcar, Marsk, and I keep saying we'll get some Parmo, and it's just something we just don't get around to. Look at that. We're going to turn round. Alright. I'll have a word with the Duchess and I'll tell her that. Hi Felix. Well, that's the ocean. Yeah. If you know what I mean. Reunion rather, they're both 100 times nicer than Blackpool. The trouble with both is there's nowhere to park. At least Blackpool gets that. You got those huge car parks as you go in on the main road. Now Scarborough, no matter where you go, you're struggling. Unless you're really out of town. And it's exactly the same with Brid. Brid's not so bad because you've got a reasonable park and ride. So that's not too bad. But that is the problem with both. As for a day out, again it depends what you like. Yeah, we're not as busy as Blackpool. Scarborough more so, you've got lots of things to do in Scarborough. Brid is more like sedate. Lots of old biddies and old bodgers like me. I like Brid. Firelick, that's nice. And as I said, Scarborough's alright if you've got kids. If you're like the Duchess and you've got mobility issues, it's a bit of a nightmare. If we go to Scarborough, I've got to really think it out first. What to do with Duchess, what to do with the car, and what to do with Toby. And there's loads and loads of people there, so the Duchess struggles on her mobility scooter and she gets bad-tempered. So if we go to Scarborough, I've got to really figure it out. Think Duchess first. Yeah. I think so. I personally, mind you, you could also say I'm pretty biased. I've never ever liked Blackpool. I didn't like it when my own kids were young. I avoided a place like the plague. And I've never gone to Brid or Scarborough. I've been about 40 when I first went. You know, we just didn't. It was just impossible to go. I didn't learn to drive until I was 40. And that kind of opened up a whole new world for us. At the time we lived in Burnley. You say Oldham's are dumb, try Burnley. Sorry, I'm just changing hands. Yeah, try Burnley. Burnley's absolutely the pits. It makes Oldham seem like a really nice, genteel sort of place. Look at that. And the wind's blowing like there's no tomorrow. Well, there's no fishermen on the beach today. The other day there were loads. No. No, Kew Union, no. It's an awful place. It really is. The best thing we ever did was get out of there. Really. I left Burnley in 1997. I just got my driving licence and I just got my degree. And anywhere were better than Burnley. Anywhere. So we ended up in Elland, between Halifax and Huddersfield, which was a lot different from Burnley. And then we just went from strength to strength. Yeah, I do that sometimes, but it's kind of like a daytime walk. Is that me and Toby will do it, but I've not got anything either on live or on camcorder for that one, Jack. I think it was after World War One. The Union, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it was after World War One, that. Oh, there's a little dog waiting for us, I think. Yeah. Come on. I know, 2 dogs. Yeah, definitely World War One. I'll look that up later anyway, because that is an interesting point. Let's go back towards the sea. Hiya Callum, how are you? Toby's fine. Here he is. Toby! There he is. Someone's asking about you. He's fine. It looks rough, believe me. It is rough. I'm not cold now, but when I first went out, the rain were bitter cold. Really cold. When it hit your face, you really felt it. My legs were wet through. Although my body, I've got me weatherproof high-vis jacket on, and that's quilted. So I was all right there. The trousers were absolutely wet. We sought sanctuary in a bus shelter, me and Toby. Oh, thanks, Callum. He's a really lovely lad, isn't he? I know one thing, he'll be glad to get into his house where it's nice and warm. No, I'm not good at there, Joe. About 20 to 5 now, I think. No, 20 past 4, look how dark it is. Hi Jack, good evening to you. Oh, poor boy. Yeah, get them pictures on the internet. I know dogs around here go missing and people put them on the internet, and within like half an hour, yeah, they've been claimed. Back in the summer, I found a little dog on my travels. Poor little fellow, me and Toby found him. He was absolutely petrified. And I thought, I don't know what to do. So I took a picture and I put him on the local town, website. Within 5 minutes, somebody got in touch with me. Where are you? That's my dog. Anyway, I was able to tell them where I were, and the lady sent her granddaughter to get the dog. They was on holiday in one of the chalets. The dog was slipped its lead. They got frightened, and it was stuck at the back of a caravan park. Anyhow, I stayed with the dog until the girl came, and then they were going home. Wherever it was they lived that very day, and Nana was panicking. And the other girl said, "Would you come back to me Nana's caravan with me? She wants to thank you." I said, "Yeah, I'm fine, yeah, you too." So anyway, I went back. Nana were, oh, I don't know. She was just so glad. She told the staff at the caravan park, they put it on the local website. I'd found the dog. So they all went back to wherever it was they came from with the dog. Just such a happy ending with that. And that was maybe about July or something. Hi Hayden, how are you? It's a lot lighter in Cheshire, is it? Well, it's not quite dark here yet, but it's certainly getting that way. Yeah, totally. We're going to trip each other up. Remember last night we couldn't see any of this. And it was raining. At least we could see the pier towers. Remember last night we couldn't, could we? I think that helps a bit. The light on it. Well, it's going to be a very short day today. Normally, I do about 10 miles in winter. Alright, mate. Come on, Toby. I might get Toby one of them collars that lights up so other people can see him. Just being safe to be safe. Yeah, that's right, Jack. Yeah. We're based on the gatehouse, Conway Castle. Why Conway? I don't know. But there you go. And Conway Castle, that's certainly worth seeing. I did my teacher training not far from Conway. That was more years ago than I have to remember. Once I moved to Yorkshire, I took my teacher's training course, PGCE. And one of my placements was in North Wales at a place called Colwyn Bay. Come on. Well, that's all lit up nicely tonight. Alright, so you know it then. It's nice, it is nice. Colwyn Bay were absolutely fantastic. And when I was going to retire, I said to the Duchess, do you fancy us moving to Colwyn Bay? No. That's where it's nice, don't like it. She'd been there. When I was doing my teacher training, she came and stopped a few days with me. Give her a bit of a break. But she didn't like Colwyn Bay at all. That's what we can, move to Llandudno or one of the other areas. It's just a nice area. No, don't want to. Oh well. But she wanted to live near the seaside. That's how we ended up here. She likes Yorkshire. She's a Burnley girl, but she likes Yorkshire. And she saw our bungalow advertised, came to see it, and that was it. She wanted it. To be fair, so did I. It made a lot of sense. The kids had all grown up. Oi, 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 oi. The kids had all grown up. There were me and her left in a 4-storey house. We wanted something smaller and more affordable to run. Hello. Oh, hiya. Oh, I will walk off. Oh, poor little fella. Oh God, every night you ask the same question, every night I give you the same answer down the line. Yes, I'm out with the dog. Oh Jack, I hope. Yeah, just stick it on your local bulletin board or your local area website. I'm sure somebody will pick him up. Give him something to eat. That does a lot to break down fear, doesn't it, with dogs? Piece of meat or something, piece of ham or chicken, whatever you've got. Piece of cheese. I know mine likes cheese. Did you? There's kids in there now. When my granddaughter comes over, she costs us a bloody fortune. You know, she likes winning sweets on them penny machines, tuppeny machines, whatever they are. So it probably costs us a lot more for her to win the sweets than it would cost for her to buy them. But never mind, she enjoys it. Yeah, no, she really loves them. My grandson, he likes playing shooting dinosaurs on one of the machines, so well, you go to Nana's and Granddaddy's, you won't have a good time, don't you? Otherwise there's no point in going. And it's always good to have them. It's always good to have my son and his wife when they come across. At Christmas, well, just after Christmas, it's the Duchess's birthday on the 28th, sorry. And we're going over. We're going over to Elland on the 27th and coming back on the 29th. Spending a birthday with family. It's her 80th. When I first met her, 45 years ago, she was 9 years older than me. And 45 years later, we're still together, and she's still 9 years older than me. Good. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Every day you lose a couple of minutes daytime. But I'm right with it. Come the 22nd of December, it'll start getting better. Look how dark it is now. Yet facing west, you can see there's still a little bit of daytime left. Evening. Well folks, here we are. It's raining again. Well, it's a bit far to go Stonehenge, to be honest. I'm not going that far. But well, we're here now. There's Toby. He wants to get in. He says he's getting wet again. Just want to thank everybody. It's been a really good walk, even though Toby did get wet through, and I'm wet through too. Well, I'm alright, my trousers are wet though. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's liked, shared, commented and subscribed. It's you people who make it all possible. I'm going to go in now and I'm going to get dried. My hands are, my fingertips are absolutely freezing. My fingers are wet. So I'm going to go in, make the Duchess a nice cup of tea, and I'm going to chill. So I'll see you all on the next one. Thanks again, folk.